Hello and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. I hope that you guys are doing okay today. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay, today. I hope that you had a good day today. Um, I had a long day today, but I had to get on here and talk about this child. I did a live earlier today. And when I was on the live, of course, out of the blue, a troll comes into my live and throws out that free Jojo Splatt. You know, of course, I don't follow Jojo Splatt like that. So I didn't know that he was back incarcerated. Okay. So what I did was I went to the I went to the Shelby County inmates and pulled him up. And sure enough, he had been arrested again. Of course, nobody knew that until the troll came in and told us. He called himself trolling on my page. I guess because he had nothing better to do. But I don't give trolls any shine like that, right? Okay, so he's back in jail for the exact same thing um, that he's known for doing. It was resisting arrest, one of them, but mainly car thefts. As I had said before, and I have to say allegedly, it appears to me that him and his best friend, because he said that CEO Bobby is his best friend. You know, um, they seem to be, their charges are seem to be charges of theft of property, $10,000 to $60,000. When you see that, that's usually always a car. Okay. So there have been rumors, word on the street is they are connected to a chop shop. Okay. The chop shop is allegedly owned by a rapper. Okay. Now, a lot of people, Jojo Splatt and CEO Bobby and them, their claim to fame, okay, or should we say, they're more infamous than famous. But I'll just use their word. Their claim to fame was the Young Dolph's assassination. Remember, they were the two that got on the live and pretty much kind of um, led the police and in their direction. Basically, they want to be mad at everybody else, but they did that to themselves. And if you all remember, not only were they on live kind of trolling about Young Dolph, they were the young men. It was Jojo Splatt and CEO Bobby. They were the young men that Soldier Boy jumped on their live, which was absolutely strange. Soldier Boy, the famous Soldier Boy that has thousands of fans. You know, um, these young men was on their live trolling Young Dolph after his assassination, and Soldier Boy, out of all the fans that he jumps on these young men live, two young men that nobody knows in their own hometown. Hell, they weren't even known in their own hometown. Okay, but Soldier Boy, who does not live in the Memphis area that I know of, jumps on there live with them. You know, Soldier Boy, of course, had trolled Young Dolph in the past, and I know you all remember. And I'll say he seemed to have his issue was really with Key Glock, but for some reason he wanted to uh, take whatever issue that he had with, I don't even know if it was Key Glock, it was somebody in Young Dolph's camp, but he took it out on Young Dolph. That was weird. That was absolutely weird. For some reason people wanted to have issues with young Dolph. I don't know if it was that jealousy thing, but they wanted to have issues with him, maybe because he was the one with the bag. And it's just weird. Okay. But a lot of people had said, there was rumors all over the internet that Jojo Splatt was, allegedly, and I'll say allegedly, involved in this young Dolph situation. They, even compared pictures and said that he was, he could have possibly been out there, maybe the one that was holding the Draco. Now, here's the thing about pictures on the internet, okay? When they first released those pictures, I would have had to see the exact pictures from the news website that they was released from. I guess I would need to go back to the MPD website to get the original ones, because people start to tamper with pictures once they're out too long. They start to edit and Photoshop and things of that nature, and what's real kind of get lost in the sauce. A lot of people were saying, that they fit the description. And I have to say, even on that live that night, you had people, because I went and looked at that. You had people that was popping up in the live the very night that Young Dolph was assassinated, saying that, we're tagging you to the FBI. They alluded to, they knew something about it. Some was even saying that they were involved, right? Now, I believe, just from what I kind of been looking at, that the two people that they have charged with this murder at this point are the two people that we see. And I say that specifically, the two people that we see in the pictures that we've put out, because I've been told that there was more people out there. Okay. So the two people that we see on the pictures, I do believe are the two people that was out there that day. Rather Jojo Splatt and then was out there that day. I was told that there were other vehicles that was out there. They could have very well been. Okay. They could have very well been, because I found it odd that these young men would get on live and allude to the fact that they knew something or troll young Dolph. I don't know if their hate was just that deep or what. Do I believe that Jojo Splatt was the person holding that Draco? I don't believe that. Do I believe that he knows something about this murder? I always did. Okay. Believe that he knew something. I think, in my opinion, I feel like that's why, they've been zoned in on. They've definitely been zoned in on, and they make it real easy for the feds. Jojo Splatt had gone under the radar. I kind of watched Jojo Splatt's page early part of this year, late last year when this happened. I kind of watched him, and he had just turned 19 years old, basically still a child, really. Being manipulated by older men, by some of these OGs, basically, when they give them money to go out and do their dirty work, that's they know better. These kids know right from wrong, but that's still manipulation. So I watched this page the early part of this year, probably around the first of the year. He started, just from reading his post on social media, he started having breakdowns on the regular. I think it started to get to him, because the heat, they started it's that heat, they was hard on him. And then right after that, you saw straight drop. And I think it was in January, we started to hear about straight drop. We started to hear about Cornelius, but even the police director made it clear that there was pending indictments. She made that clear. Okay. So now we see Jojo back in trouble. Okay. We see him back in trouble. And I think it's going to be interesting, because as I always say, I do believe he has a bond that's $188,000. Now, with $188,000 bond, you're gonna have to take the bonding company about 18 grand. Jojo Splatt is a car thief. I don't know. Somebody. I was listening to another vlogger, and he was saying, somebody is funding his career. That was Play a Go. Of course, I ran on over there to his YouTube channel, and I saw that somebody probably was funding his career, because his videos look better, better quality. Okay, some people said that they were on the same style as some famous rappers. I don't know. I don't know. I had not looked into that. But I find it odd that he went quiet after he started having those breakdowns. And then shortly after, he started traveling. It seems like, he was living it up, traveling all back and forth to LA and stuff. I don't know. Maybe he's got it like that. But then, he's ultimately arrested again for the same thing. He had quite a few charges. I don't have them pulled up, but I do know the main one. Let me see. I do know the main one is car theft. Okay. It's car theft. Now, at this point, he's down there in the lower level. Okay. I'm watching two things very closely. I'm watching to see what housing he's going to end up in, because after they go through intake, they end up in the G pod until they are placed. Okay. um they end up in the G pod downstairs in the lower level, not in the lower level where straight drop is. But I'm waiting to see where he's going to end up at, and I'm going to pay close attention to how fast that bond is paid. Okay. We know that somebody that does not have a job, and somebody who's a car thief, I don't think he's got 18 grand. 18 grand is a lot of money. That's not easy to come up with. You got to have money. Somebody that's got a lot of money, probably. I mean, it would be easy for them to put their hands on $18,000. So, maybe he's got some rich friends or something somewhere, that can put their hands on 18 grand, and that's fine. So then we got to figure out after that who those rich friends are, or who those wealthy friends are. Who is it that can put their hands on 18 grand, and why they would want to pay 18 grand for Jojo Splatt to get out of jail? Why would they want to do that? Because I know people that are cool, but their friend go to jail. They got to pay $18,000 in cash. They ain't coming up off of that type of money just for some regular man. Maybe they're woman or something, or they're man if they go together, but just a regular dude. And we know his crew that he hangs with every day ain't got it, because they sitting up on other folks' page trolling. And I don't even know if that was his crew. I think that was just some troll. Okay. So it's gonna be interesting, with Jojo Splatt being back in jail. I'm gonna see how long they're gonna keep him. From what I could see when I was following Jojo Splatt, and that was early part of this year. That was really before I really started blogging, late last year, in December or whatever. He does not handle stress well. And he would always put on this page he was gonna chill out, take a Percocet and chill out. So he popped perks. He was at that point. And now that ain't no hearsay. That's what he wrote. That's what he would write on his social media. I think it's a damn shame, because the child is only 19 years old. It would be interesting to see who's rewarding him. Who is rewarding him? As far as, his rap career. I don't think he had anything going as far as rap before Young Doc was taken out. So that's gonna be interesting to see. So hey, like I said, all of this stuff, I'm following just like everybody else. It's going to be interesting to see. But I really and truly think um, that the bubble is about to burst. I think it really already has. Okay. I don't think that these young men are gonna want to go do time for something that they didn't do, and um, I think that's why a lot of these OGs try to use fear and intimidation because they understand that these young dudes they want to send them out to do their dirt, or yeah, they want to send them out to do their dirt. But then when it's time to do the time, they're not really built for that. And they ought to be. It's a damn shame before God that these damn OGs lining these young dudes up like this. Yes, they know right from wrong. But old motherfuckers, y'all ruining our youth. And I'd rather see them gone on. I'm talking about these old crusty Negroes. Okay? Late 30s and 40s. I'm gonna go get me a crash dummy. Some of these ones in their early 30s with some money, too. That's giving them money to do crash dummy stuff. Them too. Okay. But it's gonna be interesting. Okay. It's really getting interesting. This right here is a critical time. With me saying that, somebody gonna get scared and go pay that 18 grand. They gonna get scared and go pay that 18 grand, or they gonna start trying to use fear and intimidation. But hey, I don't think the feds are intimidated by them. I think the feds lining these dudes up with this money. See, they thought that they was gonna be able to hide behind, the weak links like Jojo Splatt. Jojo Splatt, 19 years old. He ain't gonna want to do 30, 40 years for a nigga that'll be dead with their old asses when he get out. Because they'll be dead at old age if God don't take them out before then for their evilness, okay? All right? But yeah, he's back in jail. We on watch. We on Jojo Splatt watch. We on Jojo Splatt watch because I wants to know and see how that bond is gonna get paid. Cause see, damn all that him being in jail. He a car thief. He gonna go to jail. The bond is high as hell. The important thing is watching to see how fast that bond is paid and then who's paying it. Who's got $18,000 at their disposal like that? That's a lot of damn money. It's gonna be interesting to see, y'all. So that's something to watch. Okay. But all right, you guys, I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Like, share, and subscribe. And I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. Okay. And I want that troll to know. And I really don't want to address him. I'm not going to address him. We're going to let the feds address him. Okay. But I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. And I want you guys to know I appreciate you so much for your support, for your kindness. Just for, rocking out with me on this page as we come up with content, as as I bring you content and make and bring you the truth as I know it, okay? And as I hear it from credible sources. That's the only way I'm going to bring it, okay? All right, you guys. Talk to you later.